Another match that I'm very intrigued to get your take on is the quarterfinals of the women's TBS title tournament. You had a rematch, a multiple rematch. I mean, both women going into this match, you had 51 wins by Shida and 50 by Nyla. So both these women have over 50 wins. But first champ, and then the most recent champ before DMD, and so this could have been a finals match as well, and it's the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
Rose and Shida are two aggressive members of the division, and I think I love their hard hitting style offense, and that's one of my biggest knocks in the women's division. At sometimes is I don't get enough like follow through.
Yeah.
Some missed spots more often. Too often, and these two women are competitors that are at the top of their game, top of the division, that are no nonsense, physical in the ring, both very aggressive. I love their offense. I mean, that chair, Nyla Rose
When she
did
did
that
that senton through the chair,
through
that was
the
brutal.
chair, just exploded. Like if you do that on the ground, period, but let alone on top of a chair, that just exploded. And I love the methodical offense and the methodical pacing that Nyla Rose brings to matches too. So I know her advancing to in the tournament makes sense in terms of the overall landscape because Deeb versus Shida is absolutely money. So I think that feud will stand alone and be such a win-win for us all as fans.
Yeah, I think you said it really well. I think that, the next, even though I was personally rooting for Shida to win,
Of course.
the way this tournament stacks up, it makes a lot of sense for Nyla, the gatekeeper, to
Yeah,
get
as you
put to
say.
move forward,
Put that on a
and
t-shirt.
Thunder or Jade would make a lot of sense going through Nyla. So either one of them would really make a lot of sense. I don't mean to book the show in advance, but I think we all see the writing on the wall that seems to be where this is going forward. I like that. I thought this match was really well played out, very smartly paced by both competitors.
Yeah.
Loved how physical it was. I really enjoy seeing Shida have those opportunities where she has opponents that can take her offense, because when Shida is not
Mm-hmm.
holding back, when Sheeta's really going all in with her strikes, there are few in the company who can really match her on some of those. So I really enjoy seeing that side out of Sheeta. I also think that, as you said, this was a smart way of having two top competitors, both of them over 50 wins,
Yeah.
having one of them lose without losing credibility. You build, and instead it's a win-win. Nyla gets the W, moves forward in the tournament. Shida takes the L, but clearly has a built-in feud with one of the best wrestlers on the planet, the professor of professional wrestling,
That's right.
Serena Deeb. So again, not only do those characters all benefit, but the division as a whole benefits. You get more stories, you get more of it fleshed out. And as you've said since summer, SPD, build that division, make other stars other than the DMD
Yeah.
feel important. And now when we look at this tournament, you can go through the list. These women all now have more purpose than they did before this tournament started. And that's
Yeah.
a very, very good thing.
Yeah. And with DMD's promo cutting off, oh, we don't say her word.
I
The
loved that.
magic word Thunder Rosa.
Love that.
It's like the Beetlejuice. You don't say it 3 times because it's going to come true and they're going to come finding you. But this tournament bracket, the only way I see Thunder Rosa losing ever is any kind of interference from the team DMD. So if she does somehow magically lose to Jamie Hayter next week in Chicago, I think it's at the expense of of DMD or Rebel. So that being said,
I think
yeah,
Thunder's going to get past Jamie, and I think that
yeah,
might irritate the DMD and crew, and that she might end
sure,
up costing Thunder versus Jade.
okay, that makes
I
sense.
want Thunder to win the whole thing, so I don't
Of
want to jinx
course,
her.
agree.
But if Thunder loses, I think that if Thunder beats Jamie, and maybe the antics that causes the DMD and her crew to get irritated, kind of Jamie comes back and complains to Britt about it, that type of thing. It could be one of those situations where Britt says, okay, we're going to take her out once and for all, and cost Thunder the big opportunity. I think that would be a great story. And then again, Jade versus Nyla would be a powerhouse battle. That would be unbelievable.
It would. So do you see Nyla? So Chris Statlander and Ruby Soho. Who do you have on that? Soho?
Man, that's a tough one. Yeah, I think
Soho.
I think with the way that they've been presented, even though Statlander has a lot of the size on Soho, I think that Soho is going to win that one. I think she's got that veteran savvy. I think she pulls it out.
And then Nyla Rose beats Soho.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough one, but
hit or miss. It's been so up and down with the Nyla Rose booking. We saw her lose so quickly to Statlander. And
this tournament is tough, dude. This is because you could see Ruby beating Nyla too. I mean, Ruby's a dark horse for the TBS title. We haven't really given her the credit that she deserves, but her debut feels like a big deal in this company.
Mm-hmm.
That could be it's interesting. Now that when you talk about that, SPD, there are options in this tournament.